I have a question. Like when we're going through girls in terms of like candidates and girls that we would date and whatever, we might show man's a picture and be like, okay, and then we're like, okay. You know, we kind of start like objectifying the girl in a way by saying,
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, what happens when that girl becomes the actual wifey? Do you remember your boys objectifying them, or just like, oh yeah, he did say that she's hot and she has a fat ass, so now I got to look at him funny because like now she's for real, and she's around us, and like, you know, I know that he finds her physically attractive.
Wait,
I see what you mean.
Do you feel like that matters to you?
You know what? I'm gonna go out here and say it. Your friends, a lot of the times, they want to fuck your bitches.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Your friends, a lot of the times, they want to fuck your bitch. So it would feel weird knowing that, yeah, there's probably a strong possibility that one of these mandem are going to be in her DM right after we break up, or even just if they know that there's a little bit of tension in between us.
But no. I understand man's jumping in the DM after you break up, but not y'all niggas. If it's a nigga that I'm actually showing the girl, like, yo, this is a thing. If we're that close, bro, we're talking about girls that we talk to.
But that's what I'm saying.
You expect one of us to be in your...
Not one of you
But
guys.
that's what I'm saying. If it's somebody of there's no just random casual nigga that I'm just like, yo, look at this shorty I'm talking to.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
But if it's
like
a close friend, bro...
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I don't ever...
that happened to you.
Yes,
nigga.
that's happened to me.
That's what I'm trying to say is I don't expect it specifically from you two, but I'm saying literally I only have like a group of like 4 close friends.
And you don't expect none of those niggas.
I don't expect any of those two, but friends outside of that, 100%.
100%.
Okay.
The way I look at it though is that like when you have a girl and you know your girl's attractive, you know that everybody wants to fuck your girl anyways. Or like, you know, people do want to fuck your girl. And sometimes just having girls around guys in certain spaces, you get to see a little bit more of how attractive they are or whatever. Okay. For me, I don't think that there's nothing wrong with you wanting to fuck my girl. You can't help what you want.
Yeah.
Wait. For me, it's about are you respectful? Do you control yourself? Do you do anything to make me feel like you want to fuck your girl? Whatever's in your head is in your fucking head, bro. You can find her attractive as long as you want. I feel like we all find people attractive, but it's the same reason that you don't cheat on your girl. Because you find another girl attractive. You don't cheat on her out of respect, out of love. You know what I'm saying? And I will not do anything to disrespect my friend. So even if I do find his partner physically attractive, there's certain girls that I would never ever, even if they threw all the pussy at me with the hardest mic, it's not happening because you fucked with my nigga, my super close nigga, and that was, you know what I'm saying? If I know that would be disrespectful to him, I wouldn't do it. So at the end of the day, they're just off limits.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how bad they are, how nice they are, or how much they like me. They're just, if they're off limits, they're off limits. And I just feel like it's okay to like accept that most niggas would fuck your bitch.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Unless they're gay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not ugly.
I think my perspective is like, I understand like finding her attractive, but I don't understand wanting to fuck her. That's what I don't understand.
Not
literally,
wanting to fuck her.
You
would fuck her. Yeah.
Like
if there wasn't, so like if you met her, if you were the first one to meet her, right?
Okay.
And she gave you the coochie, you would fuck her. I understand that, but that's also just being attracted to her. But
That's
like when you
saying.
add like you would fuck her, I think that adds a second layer on top of, we already know that she's
But we already said that
attracted
you
to her.
wouldn't fuck her though. What more important is that you wouldn't fuck her because of the circumstances.
Yeah. So like, I think the kind of the core point is, yeah, it's okay for my niggas to find my girl attractive, but the whole adding you would fuck her is like, I think when you say that and also say that you're attracted to her, to me, that means that like, given the opportunity, you would fuck.
Okay, but look at all the girls in the world that we're attracted to that we would fuck. It's just like, yo, she's not exclusive, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I think
mad girls.
I think you might just be looking at it like a little bit too.
Remember,
like,
he's insecure.
No, that's not my point.
Not even that. I see where he's coming from, but I think you're making it like too specific to the words that are being used versus what we're actually expecting of our friends. So it's like, okay, I understand that, yes, my girl is attractive, and as a straight male, like,
you would fuck her.
You would fuck her. But because it's my girl, you're not going to.
You would not even look at her that way.
You wouldn't even do that.
You wouldn't do anything
even
that
given
would
the opportunity.
Exactly. You would never even.
I get that. But I guess the wording is kind of throwing me off because from my understanding, when you say that you're attracted to someone, that already means that you would fuck them. So adding another layer of you would fuck them is just like,
That's where I feel like you're insecure. Because why are you nitpicking? Why are you nitpicking words? Who cares? Like
because we're trying to again understand where we're both coming from. Because you're saying that niggas will try to fuck your girl. Niggas will try to fuck your girl to me. And then when you're saying like, oh yeah, okay, we know niggas are attracted to her, but then they would try to fuck your girl. Is adding that layer on top of it.
Yeah. The action of trying to fuck your girl is different than just in your mind saying like, yeah, I would fuck that. That's different.
Yeah.
How is that different?
It's a respect. I want to rob a bank. Would I rob a bank? No. What is that? What is hard to comprehend about that? Like, he's just like, oh, that makes sense, but it doesn't feel right. Like, I get it. I feel like your insecurity speaking.
It's not insecurity. Stop throwing it at insecurities. I'm just like, but the reason I'm trying to understand the mindset of that.
I'm trying to explain.
As a friend, I'm thinking about it from my perspective as a friend, right? If you show me a shorty, I'm like, oh yeah, she's attractive, but I wouldn't think I would fuck that. That's my point. Because it's already a given when I say that I'm attracted to someone.
Yeah, he basically what he's saying is like saying
I don't have to verbalize that I would fuck them.
Yeah,
I wouldn't verbalize it if it's your girl.
But even just thinking about that, it's like I would.
You can't tell me what to think. What the fuck? You can't be. That's the thing. Niggas want. That's where the insecurity thing comes into. Because now you're trying to tell niggas how to think. You cannot tell niggas what to think. They could, in my opinion, you guys are allowed to think in your head that you want to fuck my girl as long as you want. I'm going to judge you in our friendship by your actions, not your thoughts. We cannot control our thoughts.
Okay. Yeah.
You know
I guess for me, like my respect thing is like I wouldn't be thinking about your girl in that way. I wouldn't be thinking I would fuck that. It's just like, oh yeah, she's attractive, cool.
Okay, but we're talking about when we meet. If I was to show you a girl.
Yeah.
And we're not dating yet. We're just in the talking stage. And then you're like, oh, she's fine. I would fuck.
Yeah. And
then we start dating. You think that it just disappears from your head that you would fuck? Oh, now in my head, I would no longer ever find her attractive because
I'm not saying you don't find her attractive. I'm just saying you wouldn't think, yeah, I would fuck that.
But I've already made the thing that we would not fuck that if it's our guy's girl. If it's our boy's girl, we would not fuck that.
But would you be thinking about that when you look at her?
But I'm not thinking about my guy.
No, you're not thinking about my friend's girl. About fucking your
I'm not
friend's
thinking
girl.
about fucking her.
But I think that's what I'm trying to get to.
But that's why I started off by saying that, like, suppose you meet a girl and I show you this, then it develops into this. You're not gonna continuously thinking like, oh yeah, I want to fuck I'm not daydreaming about my boy's girl.
But so like think about it from my perspective. When I'm trying to express that, right, and you're telling me I can't tell you what to think. Think about how that comes across to me. So it's like you're saying that, as far as I'm concerned, you're saying it's okay to think like that as long as you don't act on it. That's what I'm getting from the communication.
I think it's okay to think whatever the fuck you want.
Clarify that. So you're saying,
I like to give people the right and freedom to think whatever the fuck's in their head. Just don't tell me. So you're allowed to think about whatever you want. Just don't verbalize your thoughts. It's very simple. But I don't like the idea of controlling people's thoughts.
Okay. But you personally, you wouldn't think like that.
I wouldn't think that I want to. No, I don't want to. I made that very clear. Out of respect for my boy and their relationship and everything, I would not ever, even after they broke up, I would not want to.
You would not think like that. Rooks, would you think like that?
No.
I wouldn't think like that. I think that's what makes us confident that we wouldn't try to fuck each other's girls after that. But if you're a nigga that's thinking like that, you're probably the nigga that falls in the camp of you would try to fuck.
No, but what we're trying to say is that we're not trying to say like, okay, a nigga thinks like he's just womanizing, wanting to fuck your girl. We're trying to say that if we obviously like, if he shows me a girl that we both find attractive and then he ends up bagging the girl and taking it seriously with the girl, I clearly would fuck the girl. You think that changed? The only reason why I wouldn't fuck the girl while they're dating is because of him.
But even after, you still wouldn't.
I wouldn't do that because of him.
Exactly.
Okay, so then, but the thought of me saying that I would fuck that girl that's still accurate.
Okay.
Because physically, we're still physically attracted to the girl enough to want to fuck the girl.
Okay. But you wouldn't think that.
Out of respect. Well, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to think because I'm not, this is a very situational. Okay, but I'm just saying that if you have bro, I don't think that we should judge people by their thoughts, bro. I should judge people by their actions. So I'm just saying that there's no point in even trying to be like, oh, you're thinking about this. Like what?
I think my perspective is like, it's when you internalize something over and over, I feel like it's a form of affirmations. And when you do that, it's very, very likely that you're going to externalize that.
Okay, but then they're not wrong until they externalize anything. Because you're allowed to think whatever you want and then you can't put your things on other people.
I guess I'm just kind of looking at it from a perspective of like my inner self. I would not think like that because I don't want to externalize that thought. Yeah. So I guess I'm kind of just projecting that and expecting my niggas to do the same thing. But if you don't don't do the same thing, then I guess like that's
Yeah, 'cause,
I'm
like,
just saying
the
that
way
I don't think that hard about it because there's no point. You're wasting your time. You cannot control what it is what is in somebody else's head.
I
You
can't,
cannot-
but I can expect that you don't think about doing some heinous shit.
Fam, there's no point in expecting shit.
Okay.
When it comes to what's in somebody else's head, you will never know, and it's none of your
I think
business.
that's what trust is. I think trust is
There's no
the way that
trust is within action, not thought. You can't tell somebody what to think. If I try to tell you not to think about this specific thing, if I say don't think about bananas, and then you just can't help but think about bananas because I'm telling you not to think about bananas, and it just keeps on popping in your head bananas because some forbidden thing. You cannot help what pops in your head, bro.
But I'm not telling you not to think about bananas. I'm trusting that you don't think about bananas.
But why does it matter what the fuck I think about? It's none of your business what's in my head.
Because if our relationship like stands on the fact that you don't eat bananas, then
Why
I
would our
trust.
relationship stand on bananas?
Holy fuck. All right, next topic.
That's just an example, bro. Holy shit.
The best way that I could describe that is like, I don't know, I guess you could say like, say if someone's like a flat earther and like that's what they think, but just because they think the earth is flat, they don't try and like look at you or treat you differently because you disagree with them. Because that is technically taking action on your thoughts of like, oh, because this person thinks different than me, now I'm going to act on that and not treat them the same way I would if they were to think a different way.
Yeah.
If you found my girl attractive before, you find her attractive now. I'm going to assume that if my girl was your type before we started dating and you would fuck her then, you would probably fuck her, but you just don't do it because of your respect for me. And I respect you for that, and we can be friends because you're not fucking my girl. I don't care about what you fantasize in your head. You're allowed to think about whatever the fuck you want. I just don't like the idea because it's just not realistic. We can lie to each other.
I get that.
We can live in this unrealistic world where we lie to each other and just be like, yeah, I'm going to judge you for your thoughts. But it's just unrealistic.
But
bro.
the thing is, a thought, like, I don't know what you're thinking. So that's a hypothetical
So
in
then what's the
itself.
point of this
But that's what I'm
conversation?
saying. So again, my point is like, from my perspective, I trust that you're not thinking that. I don't know if you are or not, but I have faith. I believe that you're not thinking that. That's my point.
I'd rather believe that you are thinking that.
I kind of want to take it extreme, but at the same time, like,
is
I
True.
respect
That's
you
super
more that you
extreme.
are thinking that, but you're not acting
because
upon
think
it.
about that, think about that for a second.
there are extremes of this thought thing. Like for example, like a nigga could be into some fucked up shit, but I would trust that you're not. That's why I hang around you. But I don't know if you're thinking about that or not. But
don't
I
know
would
what
trust that
anybody's
you're not.
So
but
what I'm going to
my
say to
point is,
that,
I would trust that you're not.
what I'm going to say to that is kind of what Rex was saying is like, if you actually think about that and then you never do it, that means your willpower is very
It's strong.
strong.
Exactly.
So that's more respectable.
That's more respectful.
It's like, think, cause
Shit,
it's like, yo,
okay, man.
yeah. Anyways.
You chat too much. Chat too much. Chat too much. Chat too much.